Lovebug. If you happen to be new here, my name is maryssayvon. My channel is all about being the intersection between faith, fashion, and fragrance. So that is your vibe. Consider joining the Lovebug tribe. So hopping into today's video, y'all, we are doing our tray report. We are doing our monthly tray report for the month of June. So this is where we review our fragrance tray from the previous month, so that will be June. So our theme for June was a purple tray in honor of Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, and so we're gonna get into the thoughts of my tray. So if you want to hear my thoughts on my June tray, go ahead, grab your second stand, sit back, relax, and let's hop right into the video. So as always, we're gonna start with some empties. So I emptied some samples. So first up, we gonna do rapid fire. So we have Clean Reserve, the H2O collection, which is a water-based technology, and this is in Musk Noir. So we emptied out her this month, and then we emptied out both of the samples from Genre Parfums, which is a black man owned fragrance business based out of Louisiana, and we have Afro Retro, which is inspired by Byredo's Body Freak, and then we have ISO, which is inspired by Mangane's Blockade. So I finished both of these samples, so you'll definitely have to be on the lookout in my empties video to see my full thoughts as to whether or not I will repurchase, but I did empty these out this month. Emptied out the Havocent Collection Black Opium Perfume Oil, so we got her finished and done. I emptied out the travel spray for Black Bay Burst from Bath and Body Works. So this was their Scent Lab collection, so I emptied out her, got her done. I emptied out both of the travels from the Marc Jacobs Perfect line. So we have Elixir and then Absolute. I emptied out both of these. And lastly, for empties, I emptied out 100 Whispers X from the Duo brand, so we got her finished. So that was all of the empties that I did for the month of June. I think that was pretty good for the things that were on the tray. Then you'll see the full empties video for everything that I emptied out for the entire month. That was off tray. But now we are going to get into my least worn item from my tray, and this was Maison Gourmand's Vanilla Absolute. This is supposed to be like a body oil, but it does have a spray, so it's kind of to me like an EDP. I would definitely say if you see this, proceed with caution with applying to your clothes, but definitely say you can give it a try. So this is Vanilla Absolute. It has vanilla orchid, tonka bean, and amber. I don't find myself reaching for this one as much. I find myself kind of having mixed feelings about this. Like these notes, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, are all notes that I love. So I don't understand why I've not reached for her as much as I thought I would. She's been on like 2 trays back to back. I think I had her for May and June, and she was my least worn for both. And I don't understand. I wear a lot of vanilla. I feel like vanilla is such an easy reach, but for some reason I just don't reach for her, and I'm not completely sure. So, and like when I smell it right now, I love it, but when I go to wear it, something is off. So I don't know if she just needs time to like kind of sit and develop. I'm not really sure, but did not wear her at all in the month of June. So she did not get nowhere this month. Now we're going to move into most worn, and this one might not be a surprise to you, but 100 Whispers X by Dua was the most worn item on my tray. I found myself kept reaching for her, but I put her on the tray. I probably had only used her maybe 2, maybe 3 times, and that might be a stretch. I probably only used her like less than a handful of times, and went ahead and emptied her out in the entire month because I just kept reaching for her. Now I will show some combos later in the video where you can see what I was wearing with her and how I paired her, but she got so much love and she was so beautiful. And I don't know what it was, but there was something about like the way just pairing her with things this month that was just completely different than any other time I ever wore her. So she was definitely my most worn fragrance for the month, and that is the Duo brand 100 Whispers X, which I don't think I said, but it's inspired by Nishane's 100 Silent Ways X. So I'm going to add a new category for today's video, and that's going to be on the block, the chopping block, that is, because these are the things that I wore and maybe I reached for, but for some reason there was something about the experience that I did not fully enjoy. And so I'm sad to say, but I'm going to put 1,000 Wishes on the block. So this is from Bath and Body Works. It has Pink Prosecco, Sparkling Quince, Crystal Peonies, Gilded Amber, Amaretto Cream, and I've already emptied a full bottle of it. I emptied a bottle from like years prior, finished her up, loved her, enjoyed her. So when I saw that they brought it back out, I went ahead and repurchased. But there is something about her now that I don't hate her, but I don't find myself like thoroughly in love whenever I wear her. And I'm like, I wore her probably like 2 or 3 times this month, and I had different experiences. I feel like every time there was one I was just like, absolutely not. There was one that I was like, okay, and there was one I was like, you know. So it was just like, what is going on? So I do feel like I might need to sit with her a little bit more. Now my dent is about like right here, so I am getting use out of her, but I'm not sure if I love her as much as I used to. So yeah, so this is one I'm gonna have to put on the block for careful consideration, because I'm not really sure how I feel about her and where we stand. I don't know if we cool or not. I ain't too sure, but she is definitely going on the block. So also on the block is going to be Candied Pear by Land of Oz. So this is inspired by Ella's Brooklyn Sweet. And this, I don't know. I know Sweet is like a light fragrance. It's not like a heavy fragrance. But this one is kind of like almost non-existent. Like I smell a hint of sweetness, but it does not really do anything. And so I need to put her on the block. I wore her, I think, just once this month. And I just needed to put her on the block to spend some more time with her to develop full thoughts and opinions, because I don't know if we cool. So I do need to spend some more time with Candied Pear. So now we are going to move into combos. So I did a few different variations of the combos that you're about to see. So for my base, for the most part, I went in with some of the same items. So I went in first with the EOS Jasmine and Peach body lotion. It has apricot nectar, sparkling jasmine, and vanilla sugar. This is not my favorite scent profile, just because I get more of the jasmine than the peach. So to me, it's more of a floral with some fruit than a fruity floral, which is more so what I prefer. So this is not my favorite, but I can use her up. And then I also paired her with Just Peachy, which is from Ancient Cosmetics, Black family owned business. And this is more of that juicy peach, so it does bring out more of that juiciness that I want from this lotion. So for the combos, this was definitely my base majority of the time. So using that as our base, we went in with 100 Whispers X. So this was the common denominator for the combos of the month. So I did a whole bunch of different variations using this perfume. So first up, I went in with Me from Sniff. So this is more of like a peachy, musky type of fragrance. So 100 Whispers X has a peach note. So I did kind of find myself leaning a lot into that peachness of it. So I really wanted to find a lot of like combos that had like a peach element to them. And I really did enjoy this one. Now I feel like this is more when you want like just a like kind of fresh, musky type of vibe with a hint of fruitness. When you want more of a calm, down back type of vibe, that's when I reached for her. But she was good. But my favorite for 100 Whispers X is pairing her with I Want You from Jimmy Choo. This combo, baby, moment of silence. Whoo, baby, when I say she is like that, like if you look, this the big boy and she's about done. Now I reach for her, but together, like this was an amazing combo. Jimmy Choo, I Want You has like this peachiness, but it has this floralness. It has kind of like this grown woman vibe to it. So I really do enjoy her, and I feel like they just paired so beautifully, and it brought a grounding to this combo. And sometimes, you know, after SAS, I did pick up Cashmere Glow, and so I did pair her a lot too. So this is in Bath and Body Works, and this is currently at SAS. You should possibly be able to get your hands on it because it was part of their bring back. So it is Golden Peach, Lily Petals, Shimmering Vanilla, and Cashmere Musk, and so it literally just blended everything together. This is kind of like a lot more calm. It's more like musky than peachy, so it kind of just blended everything together. But these combos were like that, okay? These were really good. So if I definitely say, if you have anything that falls into these categories, I would definitely say pair them together, and definitely start them in the group chat and let me know your thoughts. But hey y'all, that's it and that's all. So that is my June trade report. Definitely sign off in the group chat and let me know, what did you wear for the month of June? What were some of your favorites, either combos? Let us know what the things you was loving, the things you didn't love. What was your experience with your fragrances in the month of June? You know we want to know. So that is it for today's video. I hope to see you back here next time for another upload. But until then, remember that I love you. Remember that God loves you. So remember to always, and I do mean always, love you too. Smooches, Lovebug.